Hi guys, welcome to Torah Come to Life. So today in this video I'm gonna be talking about what animals you can and cannot eat. So let's get into it. Okay, in Leviticus chapter 11, God rules out basically what you cannot eat and what you can eat. And so right away, I just recommend you reading Leviticus chapter 11. I'm gonna read some of it here, not all of it because I'm not a very good open reader, so So I'm going to read some of this about what it's about, so I'm going to go in and give a quick summary, and then I'll get reading into it. Well, okay, I'll go in and start reading. Adonai said to Moshe and Aaron, "Tell the people of Israel, these are the living creatures which you may eat among all the land animals. Any that has a split hoof, which is completely divided, and chews the cud, these animals you may eat." Okay, so basically same. Split hoof. Guys, have split hoof. That's pretty simple, just reading it. Have to have a split hoof and chew the cud. Chew the cud is when basically, I'll just explain what chewing the cud is when they eat it and they goes to one stomach and they regurgitate, kind of regurgitating, chew it back in their mouth and it goes to another stomach. It's kind of just the eating it again, chewing it again, basically what they're doing. That's regurgitating it. So you can eat sheep, they do chew the cud and they do have a split hoof. You cannot eat donkeys, because they do not have a split hoof. I think they chew the cud, I'm not sure. But you are not to eat those that only chew the cud, or only have a split hoof. So you cannot, they have to have both, okay? For example, the camel, the coney, and the arm are unclean for you, because although it has a separate and completely divided hoof, it doesn't chew the cud, so he's just giving kind of examples now, God. While the pig is unclean for you because although it has a split hoof completely divided, it doesn't chew the cud. You are not to eat the meat from these or touch their carcasses. Now later it says that you can touch the carcasses. It says basically you can't touch the carcasses, but later on it says but if you touch the carcasses, you got to take a shower and be clean until evening. So that's part of the thing. Mainly, it gets into fish in a minute here, talking about which fish you can and cannot eat too. It says, and then it gets into birds as well. It says basically that the fish you cannot eat, they have to have fins and scales to be able to eat them. Like, you can eat tilapia, you can't eat catfish. Just those, that's basically all in the wrap what that is. Okay, so now, one of the things people were like, oh man, I really, oh yeah, I just slaughtered a pig today, but I found out about yesterday, I ate a pig yesterday, or ate this today. I wish I knew about this, but to be honest with you, we were in the same position. I'm going to tell you some stories in a minute, but you might be thinking, okay, God laid this out. There's a reason why God doesn't want us to eat these animals, and maybe I think I understand some of the reason, but also let me give you a quick example. Right now, currently, where the temple resides in us, and so there are certain things God doesn't want to be in His temple, and when we consume something, it's like we're taking something and putting it in His temple, and He doesn't want pig meat to be in the temple. That's unclean. You shouldn't have it in the temple. And so there's also other reasons. I think I've heard that pig meat is really bad for you, and fish with fins and scales, fish without fins and scales are highly toxic. I've heard that the body has a hard time processing the pig meat, and so that's also it can't get rid of it. It doesn't know what to do with it. So that's what kind of causes heart attacks and stuff. This is what I've heard. I'm not sure. It might not be the case. But I'm just throwing that out there just to let you know, guys. So, somewhat, I'm thinking it might not even be good for you to eat. And so, God has made these animals. He did make these animals. But they have a certain meat. They have a certain rule to play out. Every animal that He has made, He has this is what his job is to do, whether it's a vulture, let's say a vulture for instance. Everybody knows the role of vulture is to clean up the carcasses that of the animals that have died, so that the place doesn't stink. And pigs, my thing is, it's a good. They're good tillers, and they're really good at. But anyways, every animal has their own thing to do, their own role to play. When you take an animal and you put it in its wrong spot, like a pig, taking a pig and eating it, it's not supposed to do that. It's not meant for food. It's meant for something else. And so, God doesn't want us to start mixing everything. All the animals are good. It's just when you start taking the animals and doing something else that's not supposed to be used for, that's wrong there. Okay, what else was I going to say? Pretty much, oh yeah, the fish with fins and scales, yep, basically covered that. So, oh yeah, I was going to get into some stories about us. So when we first came into this thing, first thing it was, we came into this movement, and we were going to the synagogue, okay? And first, okay, we're keeping the Sabbath on Saturday. And then next thing, we bring everybody, everybody's supposed to bring one meal to the synagogue, okay? Everybody. You're supposed to bring one dish, okay? Not the visitors, but preferably not the visitors, but everybody else is supposed to bring one dish. At least try to. And so we thought, okay, well, we're going to bring dessert. It's a dessert. We brought Rice Krispie treats. Now, marshmallows have gelatin in it, which gelatin has pig in it. Well, it is pig, basically. And so we put it in, I don't know how it got served. For some reason it got served, it got out of there. Maybe my mother put it out there or something, but then I think it was a kid that was a little bit younger than I was at the age. I don't remember. I was probably like 10. I don't remember what age I was. But anyways, he came over and he said, "That's pig." Did he say, "Is that pig?" Or did he say, "That's not clean, that's not clean"? And it just embarrassed us, like, oh man. And then there's something else that happened. What was the other thing I was thinking about? Something else. Oh yeah, another thing. We just came into the. I think it was like just the right around the same time. Well, I don't know if I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what all happened. I think right then and there we didn't start not eating pig and stuff. So that was just the first expression of like, oh, whatever with that guy. We took it off the table, but we didn't know yet. So then a little bit later we find out, oh, we're not supposed to eat that. And so we had these Lucky Charms, this cereal that's Lucky Charms, okay? Little marshmallows. Man, we love those marshmallows. When my dad figured out, we had one box of them in there, and it was so frustrating. We had to, as for us younger kids, we had to pick out the marshmallows because we couldn't eat them. And so, you always have those things when you get in there, you're like, whatever, you just gotta focus at it, and but you're wondering, like, what about this? Also, one of the things it's not that if somebody comes to you, this is one of the things I want to cover, if somebody comes to you and said, if you were starving, would you eat pig? Guys, that's the wrong perspective to look at this. It should be, God is not going to get me to the point. God's going to provide me with what I need so that I don't ever have to come to make that choice. So I hope you enjoyed that Bible study. If you have any questions, make sure you comment below, and I'll try to get back to them. Okay, see you next time.